satisfied. I'm so satisfied. Baby, keep me smiling. Oh, baby, I'm so satisfied. I'm so satisfied. When I'm down and lonely, you brighten up my day. Been there through hard times, and I won't let you get away. No, 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 no. When I'm troubled, I call you. You chase my blues away. Chase my blues away. I wanna give you the same feeling. 'Cause everyone should feel this way. Wake up with a smile every day. Say, keep me smiling. Baby, I'm so satisfied. I'm so satisfied. You keep me smiling. Baby, I'm so satisfied. I'm so sad. I'm so satisfied. If it's love that you want, I'm gonna be the one satisfied, baby. You make me so happy. I'm so smile for a little while. Smile for me. Oh, I'm so satisfied. Got me going satisfied. You got me smiling, baby. You got me smiling, baby. I'm gonna smile for a little while, baby. I'm smiling, baby. Feels so good. Smiling, joy. Feel good. Smiling, baby. Feels so good. I'm so satisfied. You keep me smiling. Satisfy me. I'm so satisfied. I'm so satisfied.
Hey, that's my song. You keep me smiling. You keep me smiling by Levert. Um, all right. All right, people. We're gonna have a quick lesson. A lot of y'all know this lesson already. Maybe 80% don't. Right? So we're gonna have a teaching lesson. And I titled this, and you know it for shock value. Hold on. That's so rude of me. Junebug, what's happening? Fox, Jaron Leonardo, Jesus Price, Maha Elsaka from Egypt, all the way from Egypt. Salute, salute. Oh man, what you say, Junebug? Peace, Chief X. You not watching the House of K? Asar M. Tep is still at it. Wow. Now, I didn't realize he was on there until you said something. I looked. I said, damn, he's streaming on Sarnetta. Who on there with him? So he over there lying. So I titled this thing. Can y'all hear me, first of all? If y'all can hear me real good, please hit the number 1 in the chat before I continue, so I won't waste my time. We'll start when someone I see a number 1 pop. All right, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Participation. Sloan says I'm good. Gamichi, the truth. A bit tired. My moderator, she's one of the baddest moderators. And a good friend. I like me some a bit tired. I forgot to return your text, by the way. All right, all right, all right. So check this out, family. This is gonna be brief. I swear, I promise you. No, I'm not gonna say that because sometimes I get to talking and get caught up. I just this is gonna be one of my shorter presentations. So stick with me and let's break this down. So I titled this video. Would you say ZZ? Great job. Thank you for revealing the truth about Afrocentric from Egypt. All right, I appreciate you. I appreciate your words. Right. So I titled this thing, and I put a thumbnail, and I knew it would be some shock value for y'all. I knew when I said Queen T is Caucasian, and you see that woman, which you think, that had an afro, that was shock value for you. Let me see what this nigga talking about. Yes, it's a fact. Queen T and Tutankhamun, King Tut, is Caucasian, Eurasian. If anyone agrees with me, hit 1. If you disagree with me, hit the number 2. And it's okay to disagree with me. It's okay to agree with me. I'm not going to debate you or argue with you. I'm just going to do a brief presentation. I just want to kind of get an idea. Okay, Gamachi said 1. Maha says 1. Fox says 1. All my Egyptian friends, all the Black Power cats is scared to comment. Okay, the truth said 2. The truth is not a North African, I don't believe. We got all 1s and 1, 2. Mondo said 3. I guess 3 means unsure. So if you're unsure, put 3. If Queen T and King Tut is Caucasian, Eurasian, and you believe that, hit 1. If you don't believe it, hit 2. If you just unsure, hit 3. All right. So, Queen T. This is just common logic, y'all. Just common logic. Queen T, if that's how you pronounce her name. I might be pronouncing her name wrong. Queen Ty. Most people say Queen T, okay? Queen T and King Tut, or King Tut is short for Tutankhamun. King Tutankhamun, however you say it. Queen T and King Tut are Egyptian. No one disagrees with that. So, logic says, if they're Egyptian, and we get down to the origins of where they're from and their DNA, and it says Caucasian, Eurasian, then it would conclude that Egyptians are in general North African, Caucasian, and Eurasian type. You know? So, I can destroy the Afrocentric argument just on the fact of this little brief video. Chief X, prove that shit, cuz. Hey, blood, prove that shit, Chief X. All right, let's go. Let me share my screen. American Dream, peace to you. Check this out, American Dream, and use this dagger anytime you like, okay? Hey, y'all, hit the like button, y'all, and feel free to share the video in the social media groups or on your social media page. I love shares. All right, prove it, Chief X. Now, I don't know if people know, but they don't have DNA testing for all mummies. They have some for some mummies. But Queen T and King Tut is included. They have the DNA of Queen T and King Tut. Chief X, show that shit. Okay, let me blow this up. Let me just show you first. Okay. But Afrocentrics will never show you this. They won't even talk about this. They'll just straight ignore it, and that's why you don't know. No Afrocentric any black people in the conscious community have never ever shared this or spoke on this and broke this down to you, except Chief X. Okay, so we see here list of DNA tested mummies. Chief X, prove that shit and shut your mouth. Okay, let's go. Here are the names. Now, at top, hold on. So on the left, you'll see name of the person, original location, date lived, mitochondrial DNA sequence, mtDNA haplogroup, and Y haplogroup. Okay? So let's go to the name and the origin of location of the remains. Okay? Let's scroll on down. You got Cheddar Man right here. Jehudi. There she go. There go my girl, Queen T. What's her location? Egypt. This is simple. Let's keep going. This is her MT haplogroup, mtDNA. Okay. There is no Y DNA, but there is mtDNA. And what does it say right here? Haplogroup K. Can you see? Don't believe Chief X. Fact check me. Haplogroup K. Chief X, what is haplogroup K? Okay, let's see. I'm clicking on haplogroup K. Can you see haplogroup K? Okay. Possible place of origin. What? West Asia. Bam. It's so simple. It is so simple. Queen T is a Caucasian Eurasian. Now, in people's mind, when they think Caucasian, they think white, but you got to understand, when you get into science, you understand it a little different. I'm not saying Caucasian as in England and Germany and the UK. I'm talking about the Caucasus Mountains, or Southern Caucasus Mountains, or lower. I'm talking about West Asia, Eurasia, which is kind of a play on Europe and Asia. So I'm not saying white per se. People get caught up and trapped. Right? Queen T is of West Asian origin. That's where haplogroup K comes from. I'm sorry. Let's continue on. Prove King Tut, Chief X. Okay. There we go. King Tutankhamun. There we go. King Tutankhamun, commonly referred to as King Tut, was an ancient Egyptian pharaoh. What's his haplogroup, Chief X? Okay, let's go see. Bam! Well, hold on. I didn't. Oops. Wait a minute. Is that the King T? I want to make sure I'm right. Okay, King T. Haplogroup K also, West Asia. Are y'all mad right now? Now, his Y DNA is right here, R1b. What is R1b origins, Chief X? Well, let's click on it. Haplogroup R1b. Possible place of origin? West Asia, North Eurasia, or Eastern Europe? Shut your mouth. So no Afrocentric ever taught y'all this? Interesting. Interesting. Now, I'm not the DNA guy, so don't ask me to go any further and break this down. You can go search up R1 and K yourself and do further research. I'm just plainly, simply telling you their origins. And their origins come from Caucasian, or they are Caucasian and Eurasian. They are West Asian, North Eurasian, in Eastern Europe. No, Eastern Europe is King Tut. Now, prove some more shit, Chief X. Really, you don't have to listen to me. Let's just see what West Asia is. Here it goes. Western Asia. Where's Western Asia? Western Asia. It basically right here. They giving it to you. They giving it to you right here in the green. So when Double X breaks down the North Africans' DNA, and it tells you they came, a lot of them migrated and came and back migrated from the Near East where my arrow is, or my finger pointing is, he was telling the truth. And they came in and swept all across of North Africa. That's why North Africa has never, ever, 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 ever been black Africa. North Africa has never been black Africa. Newsflash. I'm showing and proving every single thing I say 100%. Everyone else is leaving it open for, I don't know if I want to believe you. Okay, so West Asia. What is considered West Asian people? Ethnic groups in West Asia. Semitic, Turkic, Iranic, Armenian, Assyrian, Chaldeans, Armenians or Syriacs, North Caucasian, Cushitic. They got Cushitic in here. Georgians, Hellenic, Indo-Aryan, Dravidian, Austronesian, it says. Okay? Now, where am I going now? Where am I going? Okay, is this the history? Excuse me. Okay, Western Asia, West Asia, or Southwest Asia is the westernmost sub-region of the larger geographical area of Asia, as defined by some academics, UN bodies, and other institutions. It is almost entirely a part of what? The Middle East, and includes Anatolia, aka Turkey, Turkic, and the Arabian Peninsula, Iran, Mesopotamia. Okay, so when I said a lot of that pottery in pre-dynastic Egypt, a lot of that pottery, even Narmer's palette, has Mesopotamian symbolism all over it. Not Nubian. Mesopotamian symbolism all over it. The Levant, the island of Cyprus, Sinai Peninsula, and partly the Caucasus region. They call it Transcaucasia. The region is considered to be separated from Africa by the Isthmus Suez in Egypt, and separated from Europe by the waterways of the Turkish Straits. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying. Okay, now let's go a little further to give an understanding, because I said Queen T and King Tut are Caucasian, Eurasian. Go further and prove that shit, Chief X. Okay. Here's Queen T. But that's not an afro. Like some people have lied forever and said that was an afro. Or they were just confused, because I was confused. Hold on. Let me see if I can zoom in a little more, because I want to say something about it. That's not what I want to do or play. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Now, can I make this bigger? How can I make it bigger? You know I'm not that computer literate, but at least I know how to do this. Now, as you see, this is wood. So it's not trying to tell you her color, per se. They just used wood to make this. Now, As you see these two holes right here where this white arrow is, that's because it's a headdress and a uraeus, or that little serpent, was in front of it. It's broken off now, but this whole thing she can pull off her head. Because it's headdress, it's not hair, it's not an afro. Okay, are you with me? Okay, what do you mean? Go a little bit deeper, Chief X. Okay, let me go a little bit deeper with y'all and show you what I mean. Okay, like here, headdress and the hair be up under the headdress. Now look at this. You see the hair, they have like baby hair. You know that sisters do in the hood these days? And one sister I showed on Facebook, if y'all my Facebook friend, remember she got baby hair tattooed. She got baby hair tattooed under on her face, right? So right here, this is baby hair under the wig. So it's their real straight. It's not baby hair because black folk be talking about that baby hair shit. People without hair that's like ours don't say baby hair. Only black people say baby hair as an adult. Because when we are a baby, our hair is soft and thin. But as we age, then that shit gets nappy and coiled and kinky. See, Eurasians and Egyptians, if they have what you think maybe, it would be loose curly, not nappy or kinky. So under these wigs, that's their real hair. That straight shit. Not what you sub-Saharan Africans have. Oh, Chief X, you're breaking my heart. Well, let's go further. Let's go further. Now, we seen the. Did I? Okay. So we seen the images of Queen T, right? So what's up under this wig right here, Chief X? That's a bad example. Some Afrocentric tried to use that as an example. Here's a. Okay. Here is a CT scan. Damn, why am I going to these things? Hold on. If you can see this, this is not where I wanted to go. Hold on, but it might work. Hold on. Can't be reached. Oh, let me do it this way. Okay, let's just do this. Here's Queen T in a recreation of how her hair really looks. Okay? This is her hair on the left. This is her mummy. She has North African people's hair. She has Caucasian people's hair. She has Eurasian people's hair. Right? Egyptian mother, Queen T. This is Queen T. See? So Afrocentric's been miseducating you. This is her straight hair. It's not kinky nappy hair. She was of West Asian descent. Because they didn't come from the South, like Afrocentrics lie to you about. They came in down through the Mediterranean, all down into the Nile. They didn't come from the South. She didn't come from the South. She came from West Asia. Not literally, but her bloodline. Okay? Queen T's family in early life. It just breaks down Queen T and shit like that. Okay, so we seen Queen T's hair. Her mummy. This is her mummy. This is what's up under that headdress you seen that you thought was an afro. You can't tell what she looked like. That's just a mummy. I'm just trying to show you her hair. If you go any further, you're just trying to lie to yourself and trying to hold on to something. She's West Asian, right? So we're clear on what Queen T is. Let's show another picture. There go another angle. How many angles y'all want to see? There go another angle. There she go. She is the mother of Pharaoh Akhenaten, the grandmother of Tutankhamun. Are y'all clear? So if Queen T is West Asian, and I just showed you King Tut is West Asian, then also is Pharaoh Akhenaten. This little brief presentation debunks the entire Afrocentric ideology. If I was to debate somebody, I wouldn't need to go any further. I would have killed the game right here. Okay, let's go further, Chief X, and let's speak on some shit Wujaro and Asar was saying the other day in tricking black folk. Okay? Hold on. Let me get to it. How you like me now? Now, I've spoke on this and proved this before, but I think a lot of people did not see it. So I wanted to re-go over it and just strictly focus on Queen T and King Tut. A people who black Americans have always mentioned, and I would say is probably one of the most popular ancient Egyptians spoke on by Americans and black Americans. King Tut is probably the most popular ancient Egyptian, next to the major gods and stuff like that. Would you say Mondo is Reggie and Jabari watching? They need to. But see, Reggie knows this stuff. He just refused to speak on it. Jabari too. They just refuse to speak on it. Because they got to keep you in line with Black Egypt. Because all of the teachers have been teaching Black Egypt. All their friends and co-scholars, they're all the same Black Egypt. Okay, now, we went over the haplogroup. We seen the hair. We seen the pictures. The description of the pictures was broken down to you. Now, see, this is what Asar and Wujaro was doing yesterday, because they see me getting ahead of the curve and rightly influencing the people. So now they got to do lectures on, both of them did it. Here's one by the Seshu Metanetter. Now, I don't know if you can really read this, but I'm going to tell you, this YouTube video, wait a minute, you can't even see. Hold on, let me share my screen again. Okay. Okay, now you can see. This is a video on the Seshu channel. Now, if anybody want to go to the Seshu channel, shout out to Wujaro. I'm giving you a plug, Wujaro. The Seshu, Seshew. Seshew. Egyptians, North Africans, Coptics, Berbers. Go to the page, check out the information on the Seshu Metanetter. Flood that motherfucker. Say Chief X brought us here. Flood that page and check out the information and double check it. And if he's wrong, check him on it or call him on it for a debate. I'm going to give you the channels to go to. Wujaro, if you see your membership increase, thank Chief X. Okay, so let's break down what Wujaro, he says I say Wujaru, but it's just my Cali accent, so sometimes I say Wujaro. It's just like people from Baltimore, do, you know, all that old dumb shit. When I say Wujao, sometimes it ends up Wujaru. That's just my Cali accent. Get a better name. Okay, so this is what they were doing. You see it says the face of ancient Egypt, but let me just go here and just show you what both of them were doing so you can be clear. I got both of these cats in a headlock, scared and scrambling. Here goes Sar right here with his video. His video is titled, what? The Face of Ancient Egypt. Asar Imhotep, The Face of Ancient Egypt. And the Seshu Medaneter, Wujaro, the title, The Face of Ancient Egypt. There is no such thing, because this is mind games, is what they do to you gullible people. You guys fell for it. You guys thought that these things, because the way Wujaro and Asar was teaching it, was as if they have a model figure that represents all of Egypt in how they look. This is the way they couched it, although they didn't say that. Wujaro said over and over and over, if Egypt uses these to represent themselves, and this is the face of Egypt. I mean, like, I was like, how deceitful. I understood what they was jiving about, but I knew their followers were trapped. And just like a little peon, just following him in every word he say and believing that bullshit. Right? So, Google the face of ancient Egypt and see if you come up with anything that says that or relates to that. It is no such thing as the face of ancient Egypt. Wujao is mind gaming you. And he's trying to show only the faces in this section that look like it might be an African man. Same thing they did with the Olmecs, and the same thing they do in Southeast Asia with them big old stone buildings and temples from, what's some people's name? I'll get to that. You know what? I'm going to get to that. Please remind. I'll get to that at the end of this thing. But let's listen to what Wujaro has to say about the face of Egypt, which there is no such thing. All he's saying is HR means face, so the glyph face was next to these pictures or carvings or whatever you want to call them, pictographs or whatever. But it doesn't mean Egypt has a representation of how the Egyptians look. That doesn't mean that. That was just game. That's the way he couched it. Now, mind you, look at the hair, look at that beard, and we're going to talk about that. Let's go. And just hear what Wujaro got to say. Let me see if... I want to make sure my volume is shared. I think I can just pick it up on my mic. I don't have to click that box. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me go to Wujao's. Okay, listen.
You see number 3? That's the same glyph, same word. Hair, but you got some more detail. You got some more fine lines in the hair. You got some wavy lines in the beard.
Pause. Because these cats keep saying hair and beard as if this is their hair. Let's just continue. We're going to get to all this. Listen to my words. Hair and beard. Listen and follow. We're going to have a teaching moment.
And this is actually remarkable, man. Just that these things survive for so many years and still look good like this. Okay, so that's number 3.
Look like an Asian to me, but I'm not into the lookership stuff. But if somebody was just looking, it would look like an Asian. Like I made a video 2 months ago. I said you got to stop basing what a race would be based off of stone carvings. And I was showing native Egyptians with broad noses that look exactly like Chief X's nose. And I said, if you carved all these Egyptians' faces, because they all had noses like mine and straight hair, if you carved them in stone, the African American mind will go directly to, that's a black person. Because they don't think nobody else has flat noses. Y'all remember that video I did about 2 months ago? If you don't, go look at it. So if you carve people with a flat type nose on stone, it will always look like a black person. There's no way around it. It's not colored. So they automatically default. If they got a flat nose, he's black. So watch. But is that really hair? Is that really a beard? We're going to talk about it.
Here's number 4. Y'all see number 4?
Now, is that a beard or is that hair? This is called Wujaro and Asar reaching. And they used to be really scientific, but now they're into lookership just to make a fake point. But let's go.
The word hair, face. Y'all see that? All right. That's number 4. Let's go to number 5. Here's number 5. Hair, face. And these are
now, just so you can understand Wujaro's game, let me just explain it to you because you guys can't see through it. It seems like I can only see through it. He's talking about the glyph HR means face, which probably it does. I don't know. I'm not into meta-netter like that. I couldn't tell you. But when he says these are the face of Egypt, he's trying to couch it in what they have a representation of what Egyptians look like. That's how he's trying to couch it. But that's not the way he's supposed to couch it. That is him being deceitful. Okay? Remember, anything carved in stone or rock in any individual who has a flat nose that's carved in stone or rock, it will 100% of the time look like a black person. I'm telling you, the Olmecs, even in Southeast Asia, them things that Sarasut said, listen, wait till the end of this, or I'll get to that.
Random. Now these pictures are from different places and different eras of time. But I want you all to do the exercise. Don't rely on me.
Wait a minute. Donnie Williams, you said HR means front?
All right, don't rely on me. Because certain knuckleheads in the...
He's talking about... So just remember these faces. Remember the hair. Remember the beard under that. Just remember all this because I'm about to break it down. Just walk with me.
In the circus community will try to claim that these are Photoshop.
You said raise my voice more. Okay, I try. I might have to redo my mic in another outlet because initially I was heard really good when I got this mic, but the last 2 weeks people have been saying it's not as clear and loud. So after this lecture, it will be fixed, but I don't want to fuck up nothing now. Okay, so listen. Remember the face. Remember the hair, the beard under the chin, and all that type of shit. Just remember, focus. I got you.
Watch. Mark my words. Somebody gonna do a video and say these pictures. Wujaru is photoshopping. Watch. Okay, what I forgot what number this is. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, this is the 5th one. All right, let's go to number 6. Number 6. Boy, look at the nose on that one.
Now, Wujaro keeps claiming over and over, color don't matter. Why are people arguing about these silly things? And all these zombie topics. And people keep, and every day for 2 weeks, he's been arguing and debating these topics, and he's pushing the same thing he keeps telling other people to stop pushing. He's telling you, look at the nose. These are the faces of Egypt. Look at his logo. Look at his book. His book on the front and back cover got what looked like black people. His logo on YouTube, dark as hell, black Egyptians. He's pushing, this is the face of Egypt. Look at their nose and lips. They have to be black people. And he got the entire audience trying to convey to them that the Egyptians are black people with flat noses and big lips. This is what he's trying to tell you without saying that. He's trying to tell you this without saying it just literally. Okay, Donnie Williams, I see you. Okay? This is what Wujaro's intent is for. Because why? Because Chief X been arguing Egypt is not black. They're on the other side of the argument, so they must be saying, yes, they are. This is Wujaro's video. Anybody with any common sense can come to the conclusion that Wujaro is trying to tell us that the face of Egypt is a black man. That's what Wujaro is trying to say. And they look like black men. But are these Egyptians? We're going to get to that. Because remember, I keep saying, look at the hair. Not hair, but look at the head and the beard. Well, fake beard. It's not hair. But we're going to get into that. Just remember this so when I tear it up. Okay?
The nose is wider than the mouth. Man. That's interesting, isn't it? That's interesting right there.
So he uses words that's interesting. And Wujaro is the type that wants to leave it up to you to come to a conclusion. So he won't literally say it, but he'll lead you and he'll lead your mind to say this. He won't literally say it because Wujaro don't like to be caught up in somebody to go back on him and show him that he said this out his mouth. So without saying it, he just alludes to it. That's how he's always done. I'm just trying to tell you how Wujaro is.
The nose is wider. That nose almost goes from cheek to cheek. That nose will make KRS-One look a little envious.
So he mentions it looks like KRS-One. Somebody else later on going to say another one looks like Lawrence Fishburne. They're trying to say they look black, and they are black. That's what they're trying to say, or trying to convey to you, or trying to convince you.
Well, he got my nose, don't he?
All right. So what's that? Number 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So I already told you Asar has the same title. You know for sure. Asar just flat out says it. Ancient Egyptians was black. Wujaro don't straight out say it, but they're of the same mind. They are co-workers. They defend each other. Always. They never go against each other. They always defend each other.
6. All right, here's the last one, y'all. So, Brother Marcus, this is the last one. This is for you, all right? Glyph for hair, face.
Now, pause. That looked like an Asian to me, but I'm not into lookership. But now, check out his hair, which is not hair. We're going to get into that. Check out the beard. You see he has those lines and striations in the beard. But focus on the head. We're going to get to the beard and the lines and striations. Remember this wording, lines and striations. Okay? And we're going to see. We'll get to it. Come on.
All right. See a little more details. This is a combination of incised and raised relief. Pretty much incised, but they have that nice 3D effect.
This is some brilliant stuff. This is masterpiece work here.
That looks like Lauren Fishburne, actually.
Now, his woman who helps him lie, named Emmy Cat, says that looks like Lawrence Fishburne. Like somebody in the chat said, these are suggestive inferences. They're inferring, they're alluding to, they're doing the minding game with you. And tell them to stop playing with your mind and be real like Xavier is, Chief X.
Oh, Lawrence Fishburne. Yep.
Yep, Morpheus right there.
Yep. If you flatten the ears against the head, because the ears are in profile, the face is forward facing, the ears are in profile. But can you yep, like Lawrence Fishburne in Matrix, the red or the blue pill.
Okay, let me pause, and we're gonna come out of here. But just let's just see the intro to his video. This is his logo. His logo is suggesting, inferring that the ancient Egyptians is black. You would have to be stupid not to think so. Why didn't he put a pale Egyptian as the logo? Because his crowd is black people. The people who listen to him is black people. The people who take his classes are black people. He wants to keep them in the mindset of Egyptians being black. If they teach the real, like I'm doing, and let you know, hey, these are West Asians, these are Caucasians, these are Eurasians, then you would have never took on a Kemetic name, and you would never take his class because you don't care about another people's history. You don't care about another people's language and shit like that. You wouldn't have taken his shit. So in order to Hotep hustle you, he has to keep your mind suggesting that they're black. Not only his logo, go look at his book on Medu-Neter. They're black people on the front and the back. This is what he pushes. He is a blackologist, just like a SAR, but he just does it in a slicker way. Okay, so let's come out of this, and let's go hit hard, and let's talk about some of them figures in the cap crown. You know what, let me just go here. There are different crowns in Egypt. Some crowns, because we went over this, because I had to teach Asar, because he was lying, and saying that these people had waves in their hair, and Sarasudin said he come out these Egyptians with waves and shit like that. So understand this. Cap crown, and we're going to talk about, see what a cap crown is. Okay. What does this say right here? Cap crown. Right? Follow me, listen, and pay attention. In the hood, where I am now, sometimes you call them wave cap or what? A skull cap. Can y'all see that? It says skull cap. Band, streamers, or bow uraeus, which is that serpent or snake out the middle of it. Okay? Like Queen T, she used to have a uraeus sticking out the top of here, but it broke off. You see the two holes? Okay, let me get back to the cap crowns. Okay? Skull cap. What are these skull caps and cap crowns that you're talking about, Chief X? Because Asar, for a long time, I had to spank his ass and tell him, no, those are cap crowns. Those are not waves in their hair. And you know they're cap crowns because they have a uraeus sticking out of it. So, you see cap crown, skull cap. Okay. Where we at, Chief X? Let me go. Okay, let's go here. Alrighty. Now, We already talked about this one. Under this wig is hair. They're straight hair. Black folk would call it baby hair. But it is showing you that they're hair and that these are wigs and that they have hair under it, and this is their wig, okay? So let's continue on. This is the hair. That's not even a good picture. Of Thutmose, Amenhotep, Ramses, Hatshepsut, Thuya. All these people with this straight hair. Egyptian hair. Caucasian, Eurasian hair. But this is not the one I want to show you. Okay. So Afrocentrics will always show you this black figure on the left. But they'll never show you, this is him in death, though. Just like the one Nefertari, almost Nefertari is real black. But the other 10 pictures of her are pale or look like a white person. Or a Eurasian or Caucasian. Because the black one is them in death. So the black is symbolism, not the skin tone, as you see it says. In death, if you can see the bottom of this. In death, and then the other one says in life. So these are other images of the same person on the right. They're not pitch black. But an Afrocentric will only use the one on the left. It's called a mind game. Okay, let's continue on. This is not I think this is a cap crown. It just looks a little different. But as you see, the uraeus, that little serpent hanging in there. And that band around it is the same band where it says band right here. It's a band that holds the cap together on your head. Okay? Hold on. Where was I? Oh, shit. Okay. Okay? That band connected to the uraeus, that's a headdress, and it holds it together on their head. Okay? Let's continue. Same thing. This is a cap crown. Sarah Sunseti and all the Afrocentrics tell you that these are waves in their head. Like they had brushes and wave caps or some shit. Then I say, remember I said the beard. This is a fake beard. These are not really beards. They're fake beards that they use, royalty used, and for certain ceremonies. But the normal, everyday Egyptian preferred bald heads and no hair on their face. Okay? So remember this, and you see the striations in the beard, the lines in the beard. Okay? Let's just go. That's in all the iconography. Now, here, you see? They used to teach that these were waves. They're not waves. I had to teach Asar that. We argued 2 years ago about this, and I showed and proved to him, and he's still teaching the lie while I teach the truth. You see the hole in his head? That's where the uraeus was. He can pull that whole skull cap off. Skull cap or cap crown. It's not hair. It's not waves. Now, I kept saying, remember the beard and the hat. And remember the pictures Wujara was showing, right? You remember that? Let's revisit something real quick. Just follow with me. Let's revisit something. Remember all them pictures, he was trying to say, this is the face of Egypt. These is black people. You know, look at their noses and shit. You know, that's why I said, are they really Egyptian? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. But it's confusing. Maybe they're Nubians. As you see, listen, cap crown, okay? Attested early in the Old Kingdom, the cap crown is most commonly associated with what? The 25th dynasty, the Kushite kings. Uh-oh! Now, I could have bought what Wujara was selling if he had said these faces are Kushite kings of the 25th dynasty. But he didn't say that. He said they are the face of Egypt. But according to this, cap crowns in general, not all the time, because Egyptians wore plenty of cap crowns. It's saying, attested earlier in the Old Kingdom, the cap crown is most commonly associated with the 25th dynasty Kushite kings. So were those things he was showing Nubians or Kushites? Or were they the face of Egyptians? Ha! I'll tell you what. I would say they would be Kushites if to people they look black. Because Kushites are black folk to me. Okay? So they're associated with the 25th dynasty Kushites. Interesting. So, is Wujaru showing us Kushites with cap crowns? And them striations in the beard? Is that what Wujaru was showing us? Or is he trying to show us Egyptians? Now, is this hair or is this not hair? Let's see. Teach, Chief X. No, this is not hair. This is a cap crown. And it looks like waves to an untrained black American mind. But it's not waves. Okay? Let's continue on. You see, his beard is broken off, but it would have the same striations, lines that the hair would have, they also have in the beard. But it's a fake beard. I don't even know if it represents hair. Some say it does. Some say it's a fake metal beard or some twisted shit. Some said it had, some of the wigs and beards had goat hair tied and twisted up into it. But, you know, people have different opinions and different things that they've learned, okay? Okay, so I don't know if this man is. I'm not saying he is Nubian. I don't know. I'm not that much of, into it. But we're just using some logic and common sense. Right here. Said he used to push this as waves, and all the Afrocentric push this as waves. And that's why they make this meme. What this man on the left has is a cap crown. Those are not waves. Well, let's go talk about it further. Who is this man in the picture right here? On the left. Okay. And they make these memes, the African man is God. A microcosm of the universe. And they're showing this hole in the middle of the what people think is hair. Hair and heads don't have holes in it. It's a cap. It's not waves. Okay, let's go. Like right here. Crazy. This on the right is a cap crown. The one in the middle is not even waves. But someone made a meme. That's why I say a lot of these niggas is meme educated. You're meme educated. Okay? This one in the middle, we done the research on that. Actually, this shit is stitched. Those are not waves. It's a woman. And then they stitch. These are stitches in the hair. They're not waves. They don't have brushes and wave caps. Those are stitches. The one on the left is actually waves. So we got three things here. We got real hair waves that are made with a wave cap and a brush on the left. In the middle, we have stitches, and it's part of the stuff they done in that culture. I think it's it's a Central African culture. I forget which one, okay? And the one on the right is a cap. So waves, stitches, and a cap. Okay, let's continue. Remember I said, who is that man in the picture? It's this motherfucker right here on the left. Look like they're in a beauty salon getting, dead up and shit. She doing taking together his wig and shit. And you know what I mean? But that's him on the left. Let's go back to see who I'm talking about. This guy right here. Somebody blew it up to where it's really distorted. I think. Don't quote me on it. Because the niggas will watch my video and see I'm right on 9 out of 10 things, and they will only focus on that one thing in the video and ignore the 9 other things I was right about. Okay? You see the cap crown, and the striations in the beard are also just like the striations in the cap crown. And you see on the cap crown, he has the uraeus. The other guy has a hole where the uraeus was. This one is not broken off. He has the uraeus and no hole in the middle of the cap crown. So waves don't go in beards. So they're not waves. We know this for a fact. And it's not a real beard. Up under this crap crown, he was probably bald. Because the Egyptians like to be clean shaven and no beards and shit. It was for hygiene reasons. Whatever their pseudo thinking at that time, It's the same thing as this one. It's a cap crown. And you can see the uraeus on this one was kind of broken off too. Those are not hair waves. Bobby Digital, go back to the beginning of this video. You missed a lot. I totally proved my point about Queen T and what the title is and King Tut. You guys jump in the middle of a video. It's like jumping in the middle of a book and didn't even read the first half. It's a lot of information you're missing. This is why I say to people, you don't have to always be live and focus on the chat and here to play. If that's your point, people come to play in the chat. If I see somebody's live and I click on their video and I see they're an hour or two into the discussion, I say, fuck that chat. I don't need to be on time with these. I hit that red dot and rewind it to the beginning, and I start from the beginning. Because I want to read from the beginning of a book to the end. I don't want to start in the middle because I have missed something. So when you guys come to a live stream, if you didn't jump it off from the get-go, you missed a lot of information. And you really can't speak on the video because you didn't see the video. Understand that? So this is reactionary people do this. Emotional people do this. Breathe, rewind the motherfucker up to the beginning, get some fucking popcorn, and just kick back and watch and learn. Everything don't have to be a debate. I'm not here to teach no misinformation. Okay, so he has waves on his head. I'm tripping. He has a cap crown, and you see in the middle of the cap crown is a broken off piece where the uraeus was. That's not hair, it's not waves, okay? We're clear on that now, right, folk? Now, if you don't believe me, I had to show Asar this because he was claiming all this shit was hair. Hair. I said, no, you niggas is lying. They're crowns. And they have them on the wall right here. You can see the uraeus sticking out of every type of crown they have. This is cap crowns. On the top, you see this one right here where my arrow, hold on. Where my arrow is, and you see the jagged shit? That'd be the same shit is, let me show you. Hold on. It'd be the same shit as this. Let me just show you. Oops, I passed it. It's this type shit when it's like all jaggedy and shit. Most of the shit you see them in is crowns. Okay. Here they are on the wall. When I showed Asar this 2 years ago, them niggas got shook. They got shook as hell. I'm like, I'm not even an Egyptologist. I'm not a scholar. This is not my subject. I like to talk about it because it's fun. But how is these so-called people who call themselves scholars and so deep and consider themselves either, why have they never showed you this? Why I got to do this? You see the uraeus out of all of them. They're not waves. Like right here. Same shit. This is a woman whose hair is stitched. They're not waves. That's just one of the, you know? Wait a minute. Like they want to show this all the time. The Afar people. Like the Afar walked around with their hair like this all the fucking time. I had done a video on this and how they break it down. They was using all this. Now they do have a little more loose curly hair than what we would be considered because they're East African. They have some Arab, but they to do it that way they use this beeswax and they use this tool and twist it up. You know, I'm not gonna get all into that, but I'm just saying. Afrocentrics, you love to use this picture and act like it's an Egyptian. Those are Afar people, way down in the Ethiopian fucking desert. They're broke and poor as hell and dusty as hell. It's okay. I love them. I'm not being disrespectful to them. But you just need to know who people are. Niggas would try to make it seem like this is the Egyptian and this is how they looked. Nope. Nope. You're a liar. That's the Afar people. So we broke down. We all know that these are not waves and that they're a cap crown now, right? With the uraeus. We're clear on that. Nobody taught you this shit but Chief X. Stop acting like Chief X is slow and dumb. All they doing is getting over on you, and I'm trying to stop them from getting over on you and re-clarify shit that they clouded. Oh, it's like this. It's like this one right here. Okay? So, all these Egyptian mummies and shit had this straight hair, just like Eurasians and Caucasians and North Africans do. Okay? And all that shit I was showing you, with the beard and shit and this old shit. Maybe these are Nubians, Cushites. I don't know. But when they termed this and labeled this and tried to couch it, the face of Egypt, that was disrespectful and that was a mind game. Because there's no such thing as the face of Egypt. Look it up. If you prove me it's a such thing called the face of Egypt, I will pay you $100. And I'm dead serious on my mama. That's how I know you can't. These niggas be on videos, and look at the chat. Watch this, just look at the chat. Looks African. They just dumb as a motherfucker, falling for it all over the place. I mean, god damn. Oh, I wanted to show y'all my ancestry. So here go my DNA test, right? You see my name, Varian? I got the app. I'm in tune with it. I fell off of it for a while, but now I start connecting with these certain ancestors, and we creating a family tree. So right here it says I'm 86%. Can y'all see this? Well, I'll read it if you can't. It says I'm 86.5% sub-Saharan African. Of that, I'm 70% West African. The breakdown of West African is it used to be 34% Nigerian and 36% Ghanaian. It changes because more is added to the databases and it gets more clearer and clearer as time goes on. So it changes and gets more specific. So more specific now, because I used to think it was like half and half Nigerian and Ghanaian. Now I'm bothered because I wanted to be more Ghanaian because I have an affinity for Ghana because that's where I've been. I've never been to Nigeria. So it's saying they're all the same people anyway, but 33% Nigerian, and 18.4% Ghanaian, Liberian, and Sierra Leone. Okay, 6% Senegambian and Guinean, broadly West African 12.3, Congolese, Southeast Africa, 13%. 13% from the Congo. Angola, Congolese, 11.8, Southern East African 0.2. Hunter. So here it goes. I'm 13% European because I'm 86% Sub-Saharan African. So 13% of me is European. I got white folk up in me at 13%. A lot of y'all got way more than that. So Northwestern European, 12% of that. No. Am I reading this wrong? But anyway, 13% European. It says Northwestern European. 12.8%. Of that, I got it right. British Irish is 8%, French German 3%. Broadly Northwestern European 1%. Okay? Now my trace ancestry, look, I don't know if y'all can see this, but I got 0.1% Filipino and Chinese Southeast Asian. Not 1%, 0.1%. So I'm sub-Saharan African at 86%. Nothing says North African on here. Nothing says Native American on here. I am a sub-Saharan African who was brought over to the shores of North America by boat and from that event of the transatlantic slave trade caused me to have 13% European DNA because of the admixing. It's nowhere in here anything North African, Native American, or any of that shit. I don't mean shit like that, but I'm just saying. Okay? So, we've cleared it up. We've proven that. Let's go back and just review before I shut out. We've proven that who? King Tut right here. Let's just do it again so people won't be in their feelings. Okay, well, y'all can see King Tut, where he's from, Egypt. The remains were found in Egypt. What is his haplogroup, Chief X? His MTD haplogroup, mitochondrial haplogroup, and his Y haplogroup, K, which is West Asia, and R1b, which is also West Asia and Eurasia. That's what King Tut is. The Egyptians are of Caucasian stock if we were talking physical anthropology. They would be under Caucasoid. Although sometimes they don't use those terms today. They would be considered a Caucasoid. Arabs are considered Caucasian in physical anthropology. Y'all didn't know that? Look it up, don't believe me. And then we go last, or let's go up to Queen T. There we go, Queen T. The homegirl, Queen T. I used to tell people this picture looks like my mama, because it do look like my mama. But it's just wood. Okay, Queen T. Let's go see what she was. Oh, where her distant ancestors come from? Wait a minute, I got it all fucked up. Okay, there we go. K haplogroup. What is K haplogroup? Possibly West Asian origins. Ancestor, let's just see what ancestor is. What is U haplogroup? Let's go see what U is. Damn! Even our ancestors, what? West Asia. Sit your black asses down. Anybody want to debate me? I don't think they do. I would have killed if anybody. That's why I say I'll be doing this. I'll be trying to save all this shit for the debate, but nobody wants to take the debate. We revamped it and said, yeah, we're going to debate. And I called 2 people out, 2 against 1. And they still haven't accepted a week later. So bottom line, hold on. Let me just come on into you. So bottom line, Chief X challenged people to a debate 7 months ago. They didn't want to take it, so Chief X did a presentation. We revamped talking about debates again, and I called them out 2 weeks ago. The video's on my page. Go look. And still no one says we'll take that debate. What do you want me to do? I can't get a cowboy lasso and rope these niggas up and force them to debate me. I'm telling you, they don't want to debate me because they have never been confident on this topic. They know and have known deep down inside that Egyptians ain't no black folk. They're melanated. Say, Donnie, Asante tribe, bitch. Asante gang. We intellectually banging. Asante tribe. Would you say, son, you like this breakdown better than the ancestors? Yeah. Now, I prefer 23andMe, and I tell people to do 23andMe. I wish all the DNA companies would fucking shut down. Hold on. I thought I was sharing, but no. Fuck sharing. Anyway, I wish all the DNA companies would just shut the fuck down and only be 23andMe. Oh, that shit would be accurate as hell because anyone getting a DNA test would all go into one database. They should make a law. I know. But, and then like when I show, look. So, when I click on family and friends, hold on, y'all can't even see my shit. Hold on. Okay. Damn, I done lost my spot. Okay, here we go. So, I have the app, but I'm on my desktop. But when I click on family and friends, it shows you connections and you can build a tree. You see right here? So, everybody can have a full-blown tree, family tree, and know who everybody is if everybody used 23andMe. I've connected, it says right here, it says 1,500 relatives. That's me on the right, this picture. Now, when I click on see all relatives, watch this. DNA relatives. This is how you know this shit is real. I had no idea that my nephew, my blood brother, son, my same last name Shelton, took his DNA test. And guess what? He's the first relative that shows up right here. It says Ryan Shelton. But they do have a mistake and say it says first cousin, which is close family. So I don't know if are they able to distinguish if it's a nephew or cousin. Because Ryan Shelton right here, the first relative to pop up, is my nephew. But they have first cousin, and we share a lot of DNA. This is how this shit real. I have all this. Let me see if I can blow this up. Hold on. Hey, there we go. So everyone knows my last name is Shelton. What's the first person that pops up? Ryan Shelton. That's my nephew. 6'5", almost won state championship in high jump. Right. First cousin. Then right here, Dorothy Johnson. First cousin. I'm not sure who Dorothy Johnson is. But I'm about to research her because I'm just seeing this today. But Dorothy Johnson is a first cousin. Then Benny Mitchell, second cousin. It breaks it all down. Vicki Johnson Chamberlain. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm just now saying this, so excuse me, y'all. Oh, shit, I know her. I had no idea this is a second cousin. Oh, my God. Now, right here, this girl says Lalani. Lalani I connected with because she's all into this 23andMe. She put together my whole family tree because it's her family tree. She's a second cousin. She is my grandmother who just passed away last year, rest in peace, the legendary Miss Spencer. Her grandmother and my grandmother, I don't know if they're sisters or first cousins, but they're very close. Her grandmother and my grandmother are very close and related. They're either first cousins or sisters. So I met Lalani. We spoke on the phone several times. She's a second cousin. And Lalani, when my grandmother passed, this is how you know shit real. These people are at the funeral. Lalani was at my grandmama's funeral because it's related to her grandmama. You get what I'm saying? Shit's crazy. All these people are family of mine. Factually. This white guy is a third cousin. Now, I don't have any whites as a first or second cousin, but Jerry Kaywood here, this white boy who got his picture up, is my third cousin. And you go on down, down, down. See what I'm saying? So I wish everybody just only deal with 23andMe. And we can put together some shit. Shit won't be splattered. You want all this shit in one database. This shit breaks down my health and health traits. Like, look, I click on health traits. And all this shit come on. I haven't been participating and giving them the information they need, but a lot of shit comes up. 23andMe is the bomb. I don't know what you're talking about. So, let me come back to StreamYard and remove this, and let's talk. So basically, if somebody wanted to debate me on who the Egyptians are, I would have killed them within 5 minutes. From then on, we can unplug everything, close the damn books up, lock up the damn building, and leave. It's over. We don't even need to continue no more. This is a knockout in the first round. This is why the folks don't want to debate me. I'm telling you. It would have been a first round knockout. Because if Queen T and King Tut is Egyptian, and they come from, and their ancestors come from West Asia, Egyptians wasn't black. Bottom line. What you say, American Dream? And nephew is a type of cousin, ain't it? You know. No, well, see, I have cousins, like first cousins. They're my cousins are my. Let me say, how's it? My mother's brothers and sisters' children are my cousins. My direct brother's children are my nephew. You get what I'm saying? So the cousin is from the adult. Nephew is from your brother, your siblings. You know what I mean? Chris Connors, say it ain't so. They got Ngozi over there co-signing shit and attention seeking. Me and Ngozi cool right now. I don't want to start nothing with Ngozi. We good. Me and Ngozi are in a good place. But Ngozi, stop riding that fence, bro. So Chris Connors says Asar Bobby West and Ngozi over on Sonetta Channel. Hotep shuffling and hustling crazy. Tell all them niggas to watch this video. Chief X made it plain and clear and gave clarity. So when I was questioning Jonathan Owens about him showing a figure calling it Egyptian when it was Nubian, that was really my focus. I just added on for fun the RMT or the Rimage discussion. That wasn't really my focus. My argument is non-black Egypt, not linguistics and not meta-netter. But since that topic in that picture had some meta-netter or some written next to it, people touched on it, so I just jumped into that topic. But I'm not trying to debate nobody is what the hell is RMT or RTH stand for and all this. I'm just telling you what I see, and from my research, this is what it means. But my real argument was that's not Egyptian, it's a Nubian. In that photo that Jonathan Owens showed next to Diodorus Siculus, how you pronounce his name, was a Nubian. And this is one thing I forgot to bust them out on. They had the author, the Greek author, talking about who it was. I mean, not who it was. They added a picture to some words that they were talking about. That picture didn't even go along with Diodorus Siculus. Diodorus Siculus was actually talking about Ethiopians, some black people, or some either some Nubians or Ethiopians. That's who Diodorus was talking about. And they started talking about saying he was talking about these Egyptians. But that was a Nubian. So that's what I'm saying. He attached the picture to some words of a Greek. That was a mind game right there. Would you say, Amir? Chris starting shit? You wasn't co-signing nothing? Okay. Chris, you shit. Chris, Amir, you can comment. You don't have to comment when somebody calls. You can comment throughout my thing. But the gig is up. I'm not talking to Ngozi. But Chris Connor, yeah, the gig is up. You get it, American Dream? Okay. So let me read some of these comments. Donnie Williams, don't be surprised. I keep telling you, but I see you keep going over there because they keep luring you back in. Then you'll hear something from me. Then they'll lure you back in. You have to be able to see through the mind game. It's very hard. Only maybe about 9 out of 10 people can see through it and catch what they're saying. See, even though I haven't studied the topic, I've been around since 1992, so I have a little understanding of certain things, and I can just put certain clues together and figure out this motherfucker lying and bullshit. You get what I'm saying? So Amir says in the chat, King Tut's Y chromosome was R1b, which came from southern Europe to the early Green Sahara 6,500 years ago. His mtDNA is K, which is West Asia. So his R1b, so his mitochondrial and his Y is both West Asia. It don't sound like that's coming from the south to me. Sounds like to me it's coming from the Mediterranean into the Nile River and down to the south and down to what they call Upper Egypt. That's just my logic. Let me finish reading these comments. Peace, Markel. I'm just trying to see if it's a question in here. Hold on. Now, I'm not sure who Bobby Digital, but he said Egyptians were not Caucasian. Now, Bobby, you just may have to look up what a Caucasian is. So, like, if you was here for the beginning, it's like black Americans that are not really science-based, when they hear Caucasian, all they can think of is a white person from England. They don't think Caucasus Mountains in West Asia and in Southern Europe. They think England, the UK, Germans, you know. What you say, American Dream? Great lesson. Thank you, sir. Now, I promise you, this whole little, how long have I been here? I said I was only going to be here 30 minutes. God damn it. This whole hour and a half presentation was something nobody really teaches, in a sense. Now, they may have mentioned aspects of this presentation, but no one put this shit together for you like that. But a slow, dumb nigga like Chief X. Yeah, they wouldn't be. They would use men. Yeah, you would. The only way you can beat me on a debate of like this is to use some fucking memes, because scholarship won't help you. So, I'm about to end this, but man, like you know, name an individual who you look up to or have followed, who you believe their teachings, whoever told you Queen Tiye and King Tut have biological origins in West Asia. So, this is my opinion. This is not the opinion of scholarship or even my opposition lately. This is just my opinion right here. Okay? And I think my opinion should hold a little weight, but I'm not saying this is factual. Okay? When people say Egypt was a mixed and full of all kind of multiracial people and all kind of different people, and it was just this big old melting pot and shit like that. I don't really agree with that no more. Let me explain. I feel that there are neighbors who visited from the east, west, and south, right? You have neighbors like Libyans, Asiatics, um, damn. How am I sitting here forgetting the other damn name? Libyans, Asiatics, Nubians. I'm having a brain freeze. But anyway, they had the neighbors, right? So, just like Ghana has its neighbors, is everyone around Central and West Africa the exact same? They also differ. Right? Now, so to me, ancient Egypt was mainly made up of, just like Ghana was made up of, people in the surrounding area. Although they may be a different tribe. They may be called Asantes, and other people may be called Fulani. But they're different people in a certain geographical area that actually look similar. Does it mean it was just huge, a bunch of multicultural and all kind of people? No. Now, Egypt was just the same as Ghana, with people surrounding neighbors who, to me, are all Mediterranean peoples. The Levant, the Egyptians around there on the coast, them Greeks and Romans that was coming up in there and shit. These are all Mediterranean people, but different cultures and races around the Mediterranean, just like different cultures and races around Ghana. There's different tribes around Ghana, Nigeria, and all these other people who all have kinky hair. All the Mediterranean people in that area all have like kind of straight black hair or little curly loose black hair. So I'm gonna stop saying it was just some mixed, huge melting pot of a whole bunch of no. There was Mediterranean people and Egyptians and North Africans coming in and up out of there. Period. You niggas want to make like the whole fucking world was there. Oh, it was just all, and just place yourself in there. Nope. It was Mediterranean people and North Africans. Period. I don't want to hear nothing else no more. So that don't sound but one type of people to me. Would you say Maha, Alaska? Are you Berber, or Arab, or North African, or Coptic? What do you consider yourself, Maha? El Saka. You said true. That's why you will find 2% Levant, 1 to 2% Nubians. Basically, the extension of Egyptian kingdom, why various percentages, though. Okay. They gonna call it a do-rag. Ancient Egyptians wearing a do-rag now. Oh man. I'm sick of it. Oh man. I called Jabari out. Jabari, if you're listening, you want to debate me on the ethnicity of Egypt? I'm right here. I'm willing and want it. Anybody in the house, okay? I still want this debate. I've said this over the last 7 days. at least 20 times. Find somebody on video saying, I want that debate with Chief X. You won't find nobody on video saying that. Wab Funk. Are you joking with me right now? Somebody said West Africans are part of Egyptian dynastics, but for the most part traded with Egyptians. Stop that. Stop it, Wab Funk. Ngozi don't agree with that statement you just made. Tell him you don't agree, Ngozi. You don't agree with West Africans were part of Egyptian dynastics. This is what he said, Ngozi. Do you agree with that? Maha is correcting you. He says, Wap Funk, no, they traded with Punt in modern day Somalia. It's something else I wanted to touch on. I want to make sure I don't forget it, but sometimes I do a video and I be kicking myself in the ass when it's over because I forgot to mention something. I'm just looking at my Okay, so bottom line, see, Wap Funk, Amir, aka Ngozi said, West Africans have nothing to do with Egypt. See, you gotta let that go, Wap Funk. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. It's okay. So what was that? But points I made. The points of this video, I proved that King Tut and Queen T has biological origins as K and RB1 haplogroup out of West Asia. I proved that them two lectures that Asar and Wujaro did last night, talking about the face of Egypt, as is a such thing called the face of Egypt. There's no such thing. I proved that was some bullshit. Also, I showed you them. They're not waves. They're not hair. That they're cap crowns. And potentially, those people Wujaro was showing as they said was the face of Egypt may just be some Nubians. I'm not sure. Don't call me on that and try to say, oh, Chief X is wrong, because you niggas would look for, I can be saying 20 things, and they'll look for them 1 or 2 things I was wrong on, and just hone in on them 2 things, and they'll leave them other 18 things out. So sometimes I gotta make these, I gotta say, you know, I'm not positive, I gotta do this shit now. Because these niggas are so deceitful and they play mind games. Oh, Mike, were you here for the beginning of this discussion? You know, these Afrocentrics got other people so damn scared, like normal people who are really honest and real people. These Afrocentrics got these niggas scared. They don't want to get canceled because I can't just show myself in Chief X's chat. They gonna think I'm down with Chief X and they gonna cancel me. This how niggas think. This is called the go along, get along gang. The go along, get along gang. They also call it group think. Group think behavior. Meaning the cat got your tongue. And you can't be a free thinker and lay out what you really think or lay out what you learned or got clarification on. You got to side with the motherfucking group because you still want to be down with every motherfucking body. I stopped giving a fuck about everybody. Through I found out everybody is full of shit and I don't give a fuck. So I can just be me and I can think freely. I'm not trying to be with the go along, get along gang. I ain't got to be down with no clique. I wouldn't give a fuck. As long as I got my women, I'm living good and decent. I'm progressing in life. I'm taking care of my family and kids the best way I can. If they need some money, I got them covered or whatever. As long as I'm about to jump off these businesses and my businesses thrive, I can give a fuck. Now, when other people adopt this attitude, then you'll see just truth dropping. Bam, bam, bam. And progress. Bam, 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 bam. But as long as everybody's bullshitter, shit'll always be chaos. Bullshit. Business will be bad. This shit is like snowballs. People don't even understand the whole psychology of it. Deal or no deal, please do me a favor. Please do me a favor. I know you just probably came into the stream late, but please rewind this motherfucker to the beginning and get some popcorn and just kick back and watch. I spoke on the debate several different times. You got to watch this video from the beginning. It was a great lesson spoke on here today. I'm willing to debate somebody. Let me just answer your question. But I really don't feel like it no more. I've exhausted every topic. It's like I did a presentation called Black Egypt Debunked. That was 5 hours. It was it was 5 hours. It was so much. And since that, 7 months ago, I've done subsequent presentations, at least about 14 of them. I've exhausted the topic. This is another part of the topic. It's like, what else can I say that I haven't done a presentation on? And if I'm wrong, at least one person can go through my videos and review them and play them and show me where I'm wrong at. No one has done that yet. No one has debunked anything on any of these 15 videos. But everybody's still talking about they want to debate, but nobody's stepping up. I mean, at least critique and go through at least 5, 6 videos and say he was wrong on this, he was wrong on this, he was wrong on this, like I do. If you guys can't even do that, or haven't done that, it's like, what the fuck? Nobody wants this debate. Nobody ever wanted it. Asar was challenged yesterday by an actual Egyptologist. He haven't even accepted that. He don't want it with a real credentialed professional at all. Go to Asar's page and look at that post. He probably took it down because the Egyptians was killing his ass. He put up a Photoshop picture, and then they showed it was Photoshop, and Asar was so embarrassed, he might have took the post down, but he might not have. Look, an Egyptologist in there challenged him to a debate live on this channel in front of everybody. He acted like he wanted it, but I don't know what's come of it. But I would love to see that. He's a credentialed professional. Get at him. I'm just a little nigga in the hood just having fun and shits and giggles right here. And I'll still beat your ass, but go to get a real one. All right, y'all. Peace out.